Family constellations and genetics. Family constellation and genetics, yes, I'm sure there is a relationship. Family constellations and epigenetics, definitely. It is true that patterns, emotional states, mind states, traumas can be passed through family systems. You can often jump a generation or just go directly through all the men or all the girls, or jump around, perhaps not be dependent on gender. Yes, you know, I have never been able to predict exactly where a pattern might come from. I can often guess, but I often don't know, not until I set it up with a client and step back and see what comes up. So yes, genetics, epigenetics, and family constellation go pretty much hand in hand. However, unfortunately, it's not an analytical process. Just because you had a dad or a mom or a grandparent with blah, it doesn't necessarily mean you will have it. It could be one of your children might have it, or your grandchildren. You don't know until you see it coming up, right? And so a constellation is a way of opening up that situation and just seeing where those loyalties are, which appear to be attached to the genes or the emotional connections that people have unconsciously to each other within that family system. That's what family constellation is incredibly good at. If you have a situation in a family system whereby an unresolved trauma, and by trauma I mean grief or loss, injustice, exclusion, anger, rage, could be many things, colonization, you know, war, genocide. I mean, there's so many things we can talk about here, including bankruptcy, of course. Anything like that can be unresolved in the family system in our generation or generations before. And so if it's still unresolved, it's probably a little ball of trauma or tension within that family system, which other members of the system will probably feel and create a loyalty to, an unconscious loyalty to, which means they're going to be unconsciously carrying that same energy, right? Now, you can't find that out in a genetic imprint scientifically, but you certainly can trace it in a family constellation. I have found this over and over again. So yes, there is a connection between family constellations and genetics, and definitely epigenetics.